Yo, Jay, what time is it?
New Chip on the Block podcast.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
let's go.
NCOTB.
Let's go.
Let's go. Have you ever had a day go south with a chip in your mouth? Nah, this fried potatoes too packed with flavor. It's a universal snack finding everyone's favor. Better listen up and buy a bag for your neighbor. These the only chips in our hands, we don't gamble. No chip too gross or gourmet, we can't handle. So whether you're going to work or on a walk, grab a bag and munch along, we'll see you on the block.
Yo, dust those crumbs off your shoulder.
Grab a bag, munch along, we'll see you on the block. Just go get a bag, man, go to the pantry. Yeah, grab a bag, munch along, we'll see you on the block.
Welcome to another episode of the New Chip on the Block podcast, where we review chips, talk about our love for chips, and everything chip culture. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Chris.
How's it going, dude?
It's good. I'm excited to eat chips today.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been this absence, and I've been preparing my body all day for this.
You fasted like 18 hours.
Yeah, in some ways. I've prepared my stomach in different ways.
Nice.
Fasting from maybe vegetables, fasting from the things that would maybe inhibit my ability to really understand the chips.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Cleansed palate. We're going into it
Oh.
with a fresh canvas.
100%.
Awesome,
Absolutely.
man. You got a fun fact for us today?
Fun fact. Yeah, chip fun fact. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Since we're reviewing a Lay's chip today, I thought maybe I could bring something from the world of Lay's. So,
Fitting.
after acquiring a potato chip company in 1932, the founder, Herman W. Lay, first sold his chips out of the back of his car.
Nice.
So he was a traveling salesman, and he would sell these bags of chips out of the back of his car on the road.
Love it.
Now, my question to you is, how would you feel about if someone was selling you a bag of chips out of their car?
Yeah, I think context probably matters here.
Yeah.
Am I hungry?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for chips always, so it would probably be a yes. But I also, when I was working in the restaurant, ate Wisconsin squeaky cheese out of a Ziploc from someone I was serving.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Out of a Ziploc.
Yeah. And how did that come about?
So no regard for food safety.
Yeah.
I don't know what temperature this cheese was, but it was fantastic. So based on that, I'd probably be open to trying
Right.
trying the chip.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of car, like if it was like, I don't know, sounds bad, but like a white van, I might not.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it was, depending on the type of car, I might be down to.
and what the
might be down
pitch
to try the
was,
chip.
right? If it's a
Yeah.
incentivizing pitch, if there's maybe like a taste test or something.
Yeah.
See,
He comes up to me, he's like, sell me this chip.
Yeah. Very Wolf of Wall Street type of chip. Yeah. See, okay, for me, I've always seen Lay's as your standard chip.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I think of like, if there was a chip hall of fame or like a museum, it would be like just like your baseline for everything. I don't think it's the best chip. I don't think it's the worst chip. It's just like when people think of chips, they think of Lay's.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me that Lay's has origins in a hustle mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
that guerrilla approach.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm curious though, would you take chips from Mr. Lay?
Out of the back of the car?
Out of the back of the car.
I want to say yes, but no. There's no way. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Like that is. I think food out of anyone's car that I don't know. I feel like I have to have some standard, some line in the sand. So if clearly he's a great salesman. Look how infamous Lay's are now, right? I said they're like that's the chip, that's a universal chip. So
Yeah. I wonder if there was a point where Mr. Lay like sold out,
Mr. Lay sold
from the
out.
back of the car to
Yeah.
getting this deal. But I don't know, like not to say that selling out's a bad thing per se, but I don't know what that inflection point was. But anyway, that brings us to one of their many flavors today.
Speaking of selling out.
Italian red meat flavor.
Yeah.
Everything on this bag, other than this minor translation that I can read in English, Italian red meat flavor, is in Chinese.
Yes.
So we did have to do some Google translating.
Yes. And we bought this in Canada. We bought it, in all fairness, we bought it at a Chinese grocery store in Canada.
Yeah, is it a
Does it originate
Chinese take
from
on?
it? Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. For all of our Italian viewers, if you guys are living in Italy and this is a regular staple in your grocery store, please let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah.
For sure. I have made tomato sauce. My wife is half, as you know, Italian.
Yep.
So I've participated in the tomato sauce making process. The tomato sauce making process, at least the way that we've done it, hasn't involved meat or like bones from the start. But after it's prepared, when we do pull it out of the pull it off of the shelf or the cellar, we do cook it when we're preparing the sauce. Like we'll throw we'll throw bones into it. Like we'll throw beef bones or like old, like leftover meat to help cook the sauce.
Yeah.
So that's sort of what I'm picturing in my head right now. But
yeah. So what is the flavor profile we should be expecting if this is true to the name?
True to the name.
Yeah.
And because it's a meat sauce, just like I would say fresh from the tomato, but also kind of a rich profile as well.
Okay.
That you get from the cooked meat.
Okay.
And like the fat and collagen and like all the goodness that comes out of that meat product.
Yeah.
Which makes a great red meat sauce.
Right.
Maybe that's also part of the profile too, getting some of that like herb flavor in it as well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking for some basil. I feel like it needs. I need to feel a hint of it. Yeah. Bag wise, I mean, what do you think about just how it looks?
It looks good. It looks bold. I always love being able to see the ingredients. In this case, it's more of a finished product than an individual ingredient breakdown.
Yeah.
Like Ruffles all dressed, you'll see like the vinegar, the tomato, the onion. But this, like, you just get the finished product. So,
but the picture does look appetizing.
It looks good.
It looked, and I
like you could just eat the sauce with a spoon, and it would be substantial enough because of the protein that's in it.
And it's glistening. Like the sauce is glistening. So now, what do you think about the blue, the blue color they chose to kind of pair it with?
Yeah. Maybe it was just sort of like a primary color default.
Yeah.
They know it works well together, but it doesn't really. Yeah, I think of tomato sauce, like the green and the basil makes sense. The yellow is part of the logo. Yeah. But the blue, I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me.
What do you think about just Lay's packaging in general? Like just the logo. Like, do you like the Lay's logo?
I don't know. I don't think much of it. It reminds me of like, Mr. Christie, just that kind of banner logo that's on a lot of like just household staple foods. Yeah. You see it and you know what it is. Like it could be this logo with no letters or with kind of squiggles, and from afar I know what I'm looking at. So it has that going for it. Like it's created that brand recognition.
Yes.
That is the reason why you said it's like the people's chip. It's the standard. It's the standard
it is
chip.
the people's chip. Yeah. When I go to a party, my assumption is that they're gonna have Lay's.
Yeah.
And once you pick up the chip, you know what it is, the brand, the logo, and the logo is just like that. That is like that yellow circle. That's not that far off from how a Lay's chip looks.
That's right.
So I don't know. Like they've indoctrinated me to think that everything about this chip is the standard, or not the standard. It's the universal chip, right? Yeah. Not my favorite, but never. I don't think it's anyone's least favorite.
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
There's. I mean, if you've been following the podcast, the earlier episodes, there are better chips.
Of course,
there are better chips. But this is, I would say, it's a safe chip.
It's a yes. Yeah.
It's a safe chip.
It's a safe chip.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Should we jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet.
All right. Oh.
Okay, no, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, Lay's is consistent.
Oh.
Okay. How's the smell? Oh, okay.
Yeah, do the waft. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell strong.
Wow.
But it doesn't smell bad.
Yeah.
And I would say the color looks a lot better on the chip
This is
in the
like-
bag than it does on the bag.
Yeah, that's crazy. It looks nothing like the bag.
It's almost like it looks like a barbecue chip.
It looks exactly like a
color.
barbecue. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Oh,
Cheers,
you
dude.
got a good chip.
I got a
right
big
there.
one.
That little
bubble?
air
Yeah.
pocket. Yeah. All right. The first thing I would say about this chip is it is complex.
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't, like, usually I eat a chip and instantly I have an opinion. I don't have an opinion yet. I don't know how
Another one?
Yeah, but I don't know how you feel. Like, what do you think about it?
It doesn't taste like the meat I was expecting it to taste like. It's very sweet
Very sweet.
to me.
Is Italian red meat sauce sweet?
So this is where it gets. So I would say Italian red meat sauce, at least what I've had, like, isn't super sweet.
I think to put sugar in
But the
Italian
way-
sauce is like a no-no. It's like a big...
Yeah. So
Or
like on my side, like, my mom's from the Philippines,
Yeah.
and I know this reminds me more of, like, growing up, that Filipino tomato sauce,
Like that Jollibee's type
Jollibee,
of...
like ketchup.
yes.
Very sweet tomato that they were going for,
Mm-hmm.
where the tomato sauce that we have, like, it adds that richness. You get that kind of bone beef
Yeah.
flavor, but the tomato's, like, very delicate. It's very fresh.
Yeah.
Not overly salty, but definitely not sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is,
Throwing you off a
if
little.
this said Filipino
Yeah.
red meat sauce,
Yeah.
I think they nailed
Bang
it.
on, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, maybe it's like masquerading and, like, Trojan horsing as an Italian red
Maybe,
meat sauce,
yeah.
but, like, it's for the Filipinos and the other, like, people from, like,
Maybe, yeah.
Asia who go
Yeah.
to TNT or go
Sure.
to Asian supermarkets.
It could be, yeah. Wow.
Kind of like a little bait and switch. I don't think that was their intent,
No, I don't think so.
but it's definitely it's good.
This is
I mean, I'm
really,
not mad.
This is really
It's not Italian, but
confusing
I'm not mad.
me. I think it tastes... If I didn't know what flavor it was, I would definitely say it's got to be some sort of barbecue flavor because of the sweetness, because
Yep.
of, like, the tomatoey-ness. I do like it. I think it is a better barbecue.
Yeah.
I don't get tomato sauce, red sauce, even meat from it. I taste no basil whatsoever.
Yeah.
The sweetness.
The sweetness is doing a whole lot to us mentally right now. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, it's good. Yeah.
yeah,
I keep going for it.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little
Kinda
bit of
messing with me.
spice. It's not
Yeah.
like a spicy spice, but there's like a zing, a little zing at the end to it.
Yeah. Like a tiny tingle, like, not not uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
it's there.
Now, my question is, if this tastes nothing like what as advertised, but it's a good chip, does that matter to you? Because it's tasting like something not as advertised.
Yeah.
Does that matter?
I don't know. I'm stuck. I guess if I keep eating it, that my actions are speaking louder than my words, and, like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, because if it really bothered me, I guess I would stop eating it and probably just walk off the set,
Yeah. Right.
our elaborate set.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you feel
For me,
misled?
it loses some points because I think it takes away from the chip experience. Mm-hmm. And I think,
There's an expectation.
especially when you're trying new flavors. Like, I think these flavors are very niche. No one's having this as their regular bag of chips.
Yeah.
So it's almost like hey, I got this new flavor, let's try it out. You want it to taste like what it tastes like.
Yeah.
As a chip, I think it tastes great. And the more I eat it, there's like this new flavor kind of popping up, and I don't know what it is, but it adds again, like, some sort of earthiness, and I think that might be the meats.
You said oakiness?
No, but that sounds like a better word than I said. I
Would you say
said
earthiness?
earthiness. There is an oaky. There's an earthy oakiness. So the more I eat it, the more I'm starting to think
barrel-aged tomato sauce.
Yeah, the more I eat it, the more I'm starting to think that okay, I could see this as a sauce. But it does take if it's not true to the name. For me, it takes away a little bit. It loses some points, but it doesn't totally negate the chip as a bad chip.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
Essentially, we're just a couple of manja cakes, so we might not have a refined enough Italian palate for this chip.
Yes.
But the next time I eat red Italian meat sauce, I'm gonna be eating it with a heightened sense of awareness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome, man. So would you munch it or punch it?
Oh man. You know what? It is a good chip. I will say that. Like the fact that I kept eating it and every time I ate it, I found a new flavor. I would munch it just because I think it's unique.
Yeah.
And it adds to it brings something new to the table. Yeah, it gets better the more you eat it, which I can't say the same for most chips. Most chips, you kind of
it's too much.
Near the end of the bowl, you're kind of all right, I got the flavor, right? Yeah. Or it's okay, it's a bit repetitive. This one is like a chip that keeps giving. As far as a 5-star rating, I'll put this as a out of 5. Let's put it as a 3.2.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit above average. But 3.2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about for you? Will you munch this or punch this?
I too would munch this. We were talking about just not delivering on the flavor that they said it was. I think that it doesn't bother me in terms of stopping me from eating it, but in terms of the overall chip experience and expectations set, that's a big miss. I'm going for a 3.7.
Oh, okay.
It's a tasty chip.
It is very tasty.
It's a really tasty chip.
Yes.
Yeah, it's good, but that's Lay's Italian red meat flavor.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Give us a 6-star rating. Comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you think this is a flavor that you want to try. Send us a bag of chips. We'll review it. We want to be right beside you as you journey through your
chip journey.
your chip escapades
escapades.
Yeah, I don't know.
And on that note, may your casual snacking lead to lifelong friendship goals. Peace.
See you on the block.